Hi, it's Darius Barazandeh. Wanted to make this quick video on the principle of polarity and how to use it in your own life. And if you like this video, you want to get more, click the like button or subscribe down there. All right, so I want to talk about polarity. We've probably heard it before. This dates back to the 7 Hermetic principles that they believed in the ancient mystery schools, and the emerald tablets governed our reality, and I believe it certainly does, and it certainly affects the level of reality that you plug into. So what is polarity? Well, polarity is that all truths are nothing but half-truths, and this is coming straight from the Kabbalah, which is an amazing book if you want to read it. But essentially, it's that for every up there is a down, for every left there is a right, for every black there is a white, and so forth. That there is both sides are essentially but the same, they just vary in degrees. And so when we hold a strong opinion about something, oftentimes we are really seeing half of the reality. We're seeing half of the equation. And this is why if you find that you hold a very strong opinion about something, it's actually the place where you may be blocked off from additional wisdom. It can also mean that you stay in a lower vibrational state, more of a state of, certainty and sometimes fear. And so if you have anything with a really strong opinion about, and certainly we all do, be it politics, religion, spirituality, it tends to pervade our society, and the media tends to also focus in on really creating these very strong emotional arguments that kind of draw you in to your root chakra, and then you begin to attach a lot of your own survival to certain things. And I've done this as well. The thing to remember is that the highest level of understanding, the highest level of awareness, the highest level of truth, highest level of peace comes in the midpoint, when you are not stuck to just that one polar opposite extreme, but you're in the middle. And I found this out in my own life as I was working to gather more wisdom, and I was looking back at different things that had happened, different times when I felt like maybe people had done something wrong to me or hurt me, be it like a bully in school, and that person was so wrong, it was so difficult. One of the things that I learned to do to actually shift energy using the law of polarity and actually energetically heal using polarity is to look at your own life, and if you feel somebody's done something really harmful to you, ask the question, well, when have I ever done something similar to that in somebody else's life? So if you were bullied, was there ever a time you bullied someone else? You might say, well, no, I would never do that. Well, was there ever a time you squashed a bug? And as silly as that sounds, in the life of that bug, in the consciousness of that bug, you did something pretty profound. I mean, you took away its life and sovereignty on this planet. And when we look at all life like that, we look at all things like that, we sort of can balance out the energy, and it takes us out of that polar extreme feeling and brings in that polarity, so that we're not a victim of polarity. We actually can manage and control polarity. So think about that. There's something going on. You could also use it in abundance. If you feel like, well, I'm totally not abundant, I shared that in an earlier video. Okay, where are you abundant? Because you are abundant somewhere. You are abundant maybe in some part of your life. And so you begin to take yourself out of polarity, out of this place where you're less able to connect into the higher realms of intelligence and guidance and understanding. So watch where polarity is used in the world and how it's used, and also in your own life, to get out of polarity, to stay in that midpoint, and then free yourself from anything limiting you. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, and if you want to get a free energy MP3, we're all about freeing humanity. That's what You Wealth Revolution is about, that we hold the wealth in our hearts, and that we are free sovereign beings. We're not beholden to the control of the world and governments. We are free. We want to do the right thing. We want to pay our taxes and help the world and all this, but we also are sovereign beings, and our sovereignty is sacred. So click like. We do amazing interviews with people all over the world, great energy healers and teachers. Much love. We'll see you in the next UL session. Take care.